Hey guys, last day here in Vietnam, and I wanted to give you another pro tip. I just flew in from Da Nang to Saigon, and I took an airline called Vietravel Airways. Now, I didn't know that this airline was a little bit on the lower scale end of domestic airlines here in Vietnam. It's sort of like Spirit Airways in the United States. There's a YouTuber by the name of Travis Travels Vietnam. He said to stay away from that airline. Now, I will say that I didn't have any problems. The flight took off. It was a little bit delayed, but not really. But there was a couple of things that I wanted to warn you about this airline, just in case you do take it. The first is that I had to make a name change. My baggage, I had to check in baggage that was a little heavier, 22 kilos, and I had to select a seat. I tried to do it on the web, and it didn't accept any of my credit cards, my American Express and none of them. I didn't have that problem with Bamboo Airways, which is the airline that I took going to Da Nang. I find out later that if you email them, it's the fastest way to get a hold of them, because my hotel called them and their customer service number, gave them my phone number to contact me via WhatsApp, and they never did. Now, here's the other problem also, is that when when I emailed support for the credit card processing system, they call the airline and they find out that both America and Japan credit cards are not accepted. So go figure, right? Now, the other thing also is that the airplane itself was a little bit dated, and in some ways I was a little bit concerned because there was two events that happened that really made me a little worried. One is that I don't know if it's perhaps because of the weather, but the pilot did make a very steep descent into the runway. The second thing is that when we landed, it was very, very hard. The third thing is that the airplanes are old, and I have a picture here. The airplane itself was rattling in the air. You know, the overhead baggage where you put your baggage there, that was rattling, and you could see it shaking. It was a little bit disconcerting because I haven't seen that quite a lot lately with airplanes. I've been flying a lot. So just bear that in mind. It's a really low budget airline. It's rather cheap, but all of these add-ons start to add up, because that total amount of I think it was around 750,000 Vietnam dong. That's about a little over $25. The ticket itself was 45 or 48. You know, for an American cost of an airfare, that's rather cheap, but still, I would not have rather have paid that, because I had all the stuff that was ready for it. And then finally, the last thing is at the airport here in Da Nang. I'm sorry, in Ho Chi Minh. I never had a problem with anybody, with the taxi drivers, and the people here are just wonderful. But just like anywhere in any country, everybody's trying to make a buck. But this guy, I guess there's some kind of rivalry between Grab as well as the taxi drivers. Same thing like in New York City. This guy saw that I had my phone out with the Grab app. He looks at it, and then he tells me to go somewhere else. He says, you have to go outside somewhere. And it's not true, because in the Grab app, you can click on where it says to pick you up, and it shows you pictures of where you need to go. So just follow your Grab app. Use the Grab app always. It's actually cheaper. The other thing also, though, is you can negotiate prices with the taxi drivers, and then maybe that can end up being cheaper. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. Vietnam is a wonderful place. I highly recommend coming here. Don't be distressed by the things I just told you. Just be aware. Anyways, hope that helps you.